We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Jaguars and the Blues. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Dan Turner gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty B, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Now in the box, Edmundo Ayala. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him.
First pitch, 640.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. The 1-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42, as his legacy lives on to this day. Into the box, Christian Moya. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
That is third. The left fielder, drop yard.
Digging in now, Nick W. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rory Murphy will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
In now, Shuhei Ogawa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses for ball one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Andy Corona.
So stepping in, Andy Corona, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Fly ball to straightaway left. W is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, Derek Richardson.
So digging in now, Derek Richardson. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Stepping up now, Christopher Templeton.
The catcher, number 42.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And there's ball 1. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And another foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fouled away. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
At the plate now, Zane Oaks. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here's the pitch.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 3-1. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Dan, it was a good pitch. Almost getting it past him, but he catches up to it at the last second and goes to the opposite field, and the ball makes it all the way to the wall, allowing him to hustle all the way around for a triple.
To the plate now, Jose Ramos, high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down out there. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it to the out.
No doubt about it, Dero. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
Into the box, T.J. Waters. Matthews is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting it, the center fielder, Christian Berry.
Standing in, Christian Berry. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Rory Murphy.
Into the box now, Rory Murphy, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. He's set. The 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Jaguars are out in front here, 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Max Taylor. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouls this one off. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And he struck him out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So now to the plate, Dale Richards, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Murphy is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty B. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. One out, nobody on. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Brady Matthews.
Coming to the plate now, Brady Matthews. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Edmundo Ayala. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. runs away for ball 2, 2-1. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Christian Moya.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Moya. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Nick W. as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Moya, base runner at first with 1 out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Count still at 1-2. As a look, now the pitch.
2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Now batting, number 42.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Christopher Templeton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this evening.
And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Standing in now, Zane Oaks. As he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Oaks, a 27-year-old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
the belt. Kicks and deals.
Nope, that's the ball. 3 balls.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Riding in once again, Jose Ramos. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set and the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard toward the right side. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 1 run scores. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
At the plate now, TJ Waters. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
The skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Lucas Morse is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Christian Berry will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the stretch, Morse has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and with an ERA in the 5s has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2-0 count. Here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rory Murphy. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Fouled off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch, swing and a liner, leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, Howard McKinnon. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
To the plate now, Mackenzie Van Poppel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The pitcher,
2-2.
Striding in, Lucas Morse. First pitch on its way. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Edmundo Ayala.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Takes this the other way to right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Well, there's another opposite base hit right there, Giro. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
Christian Moya is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate to make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Count is 1-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box, Nick W. as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Runners on first with one down. Drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
The batter, number 42.
Stepping in now, Christopher Templeton, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 1-0 delivery. Runners are at first and second with one away. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, but they throw it away at second. On to third, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Digging in once again, Zane Oaks, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Oaks is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Got him swinging 2-0, but he missed the splitter 2-1.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
Turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So now to the plate, Jose Ramos, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So 1 run here on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Jaguars are out on top 6-0. So striding forward now, Shuhei Ogawa. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Andy Corona. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Now back, first baseman, Derek Richardson.
Standing in now, Derek Richardson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. None out, runners at first and second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
So here's the cleanup hitter, Max Taylor. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. First and second now, 1 man out. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Looking to punch him out again. Pitch. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Ogawa is on his way home. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
At the plate, Dale Richards, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners are at second and third with one down. Got him reaching there. Strike two.
1 and 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Brady Matthews is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
The 1-2. And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit to first. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We played 4, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop, TJ Waters. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. This is pulled into right. Ogawa is there, and he makes the catch for the out. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2. This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
plate now, Rory Murphy. Now that's popped up. McKinnon in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Howard McKinnon, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And that misses. Ball four now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mackenzie.
Digging in to try it again. Mackenzie Van Poppel. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The stretch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball two.
Nobody out. Runner on first. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pop commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there. On to first. A double play.
Now back, the pitcher, Lucas.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Johnny Jr. will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with two out and the base is empty.
Junior.
Called strike one on the circle change. Good pitch. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Jonathan Brazelton is into the ball game now as he'll make his fifth appearance of the season here. Now Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Edmundo Ayala. He singled his last time up.
Edmundo Ayala.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1. Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Stepping into the box, Christian Moya. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and they froze him on a good changeup. Tough one. If you got good arm action, and this pitcher certainly does have good arm action out there, tough to decipher between the fastball and changeup. He's got to be willing to stay back and take the ball the other way.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Richardson has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Got him.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Nick W. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll dive back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Fouled away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Templeton. First things first, here's a throw over and a dive, but he's back. from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. 2 out with the man at first. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Andy Corona. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Derek Richardson is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to 3rd on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Max Taylor will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that on his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
So far on the year, Taylor is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Comes set and the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from 3rd. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
At the plate, Dale Richards. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Brady Matthews stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, third baseman, Howard McKinnon.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Bubba Geddes trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. In now, Howard McKinnon, and he fouls this one off. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, McKinnon is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball club.
Geddes, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a 25th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
To 1-2 now. Throw over to first, and he's back in standing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 6 full. The Jaguars are out in front 6-3. All set for the start of the inning. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Zane Oaks. First offering on its way.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Richards. And the throw is there to record the first out. Standing in, Jose Ramos. First pitch on its way. Windup and the 0-1.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
One out, nobody on. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
So striding in, T.J. Waters, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. First offering on its way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Left side, reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional 7-inning stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Mackenzie Van Poppel. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jonathan Razzleton.
Shelby Marchetti will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Shelby Marchetti.
And he lays off there, 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. One 0 count. Here it is.
Ball back outside.
Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Runs up and gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Base hit into right center.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back. So now to the plate, Shuhei Ogawa. Yes, he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Runners on first with one down. Popped up. And no one will get this one. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. David Pierce has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Christian Berry. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Very high, 2-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Chopped up the line to first. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Alex Santana will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes. Up high. 2-1 now. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Edmundo Ayala. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 2-2 one more time. It's laid off up for ball number 3.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Graham Young is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of the inning now, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Andy Corona. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, that's the ball.
Here comes the 1-0. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. W comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now back, first baseman, Derek Richardson.
Ready now, Derek Richardson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Taylor.
Standing in now, Max Taylor, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Freddie Castillo comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here comes the first pitch. Christian Moya is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now back, left fielder, Nick W.
Digging in, Nick W. First offering on its way. One out, nobody on. Ball 2 now. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Coming to the plate now, Christopher Templeton. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramos. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Here's the 1-0.
Nope.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Dexter Phipps takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Dale Richards will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brady Matthews comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Ramos waits on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Howard McKinnon.
Striding into the box, Howard McKinnon, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Jaguars took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Rory Murphy notches his 3rd win of the year. Dan Turner couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Dexter Phipps wraps it up for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team.